Hello, welcome back to the James Ramblin Reviews for yet another episode, and in today's episode I've actually got something a bit different for you. You may notice something a bit interesting, and if you're listening on Spotify you probably don't notice it, but I actually have a Batman hat on right now because we are going to be reviewing Batman Cape Crusader tonight, and I just thought, might as well put a Batman hat on, so there's definitely that. So before we get into how I felt about the recent Batman animated show that's currently on Amazon Prime, I'm just going to mention that I'm not going to spoil this entire series. I'll give it a rating out of 10. I'll give a bit of context, but there's also a community tab post where I talked about teasing the fact I was going to review this, because I do like to do that to keep you guys up to date of what I'm watching and then what I'm going to be reviewing, sort of thing. And sometimes I just come out of nowhere and surprise you with a review, and I didn't do a community tab post, so there's that. So when it comes to Batman animated stuff and Batman stuff in general, it's an interesting one for me because I can't say I'm actually somebody that has seen the entire original Batman animated series. I've seen Batman animated shows, the Batman live action movies, and there's all these different versions of the Batman universe, Batman character. You've got the Lego Batman games. So going into this show, it made me very interested because the guy that did the Batman with Robert Pattinson in it, right? He is actually part of this show, so that's Matt Reeves. You got J.J. Abrams, you've got Bruce Timm from the original Batman animated series working on this. So you had all these people working on this, and I was like, oh, maybe this will be good, maybe this won't be good. And I never saw a trailer for this series, so I was kind of surprised going in as I was watching it. And just as a fun fact, this was originally supposed to come out on HBO Max, but it's actually came out on Amazon Prime, so there's definitely that. And so I'm not going to spoil what this series is actually about, but just to put it briefly right here, right, so Batman Cape Crusader is pretty much, it's meant to be set in the 1940s, and you get to see, Bruce Wayne, Batman, the two sides where you have Bruce Wayne and then you have Batman. And it is a lot of these episodes, it's like these different scenarios with different Batman villains, and I won't spoil it, but I think episodes 9 and 10 kind of wrap up a storyline that was referenced in previous episodes. So now that we have this out of the way, how did I actually think about Batman Cape Crusader? So I'm going to be totally honest right now. I freaking love this show, man. As soon as I turned on the first episode, I just wanted to keep watching this show. There's just something so cool about how, there's a lot of these different scenarios with all of these different Batman villains, and I have seen complaints online about how this is woke trash and it's such a disaster, it's such a flop, right? Because you have these changes where you've got stuff like a female penguin, and so definitely there'll be people complaining about that to get views off of online and just milk it for views. But in my opinion, the female penguin, it wasn't offensively bad. It was kind of interesting to see how we would get to see a female version of the character, because we've seen so many male versions, and obviously Penguin is originally meant to be a man, but getting to see how they would tie with that and all that kind of stuff. And I would say that the voice acting was pretty fun from the Penguin voice actor in this show, and a lot of the voice acting, I'll praise it for that it has amazing voice acting. Now, if you want to get nitpicky, I guess you could say that, okay, of course they've got, Bruce Wayne as the multi-millionaire guy, and he's doing this and all this kind of stuff, and you get the cliche stuff. But there is actually really cool episodes in here where I was absolutely taken aback, to the point where I got surprised at how many kind of sort of different villains they could squeeze out of this series. So it's not just them doing the Joker, the stereotypical villains, and what they did with Harvey Dent's character, especially with episodes 9 and 10, it was building up in previous episodes, but when we got to those two episodes, it just kind of built everything up, paid everything off, and I really did enjoy that. And I would say that the voice actor of Harvey Dent was amazing. I enjoyed a lot of the voice actors. You could tell these characters was getting invested into the roles they were doing, so the voice acting was good. I also really do like when shows, sometimes I prefer when there's just like TV shows or animated shows where it's 20 minutes long, it gets straight to the point, it's in and out, you know what you're getting in for, and it's just a lot of fun to watch. And so that's what I would say about the show. I would actually give it about an 8 out of 10. There is points where you could complain about how, oh, it's not like the original series, oh my god, it's not like accurate, it's a different interpretation of everything that's happened in this DC Batman universe. But just to say the least, it's an absolute blast. I really did enjoy the voice acting, and I really did enjoy how they were trying to create all these different scenarios and situations where Batman has these other villains to go up against rather than the obvious ones. So that is my review of Batman Caped Crusader. Let me know what you think about this. I was slightly late to the party on this one, but I am glad that I got to check this out and review it for you and give myself some time to think about it. So that is my review of this kind of TV show and animated series. So yeah, bye, that's it, bye.